Get ready! Forget the old movies. Today, we're diving into a spy story so recent it unfolded right under our digital noses. Have you ever considered that today's wars aren't just fought with tanks and planes, but with codes and clicks? This is the story of Maria Butina, a Russian woman who seemed to be just a university student in the United States, but who was actually at the heart of a sophisticated foreign influence operation. Born in Russia in 1988, Maria Butina was a charismatic and ambitious figure. She was a pro-gun activist in her home country and eventually secured a visa to study in the United States, enrolling at American University in Washington, D.C. At first glance, it seemed like the story of a young woman seeking education and new experiences. But behind her smile and her passion for firearms, there was a much bigger plan. Starting in 2015, Butina began to build an impressive network of contacts within conservative and pro-gun political circles in America. She attended events, conferences, and meetings, always seeking to get closer to influential figures. Her strategy was simple but effective. She presented herself as an enthusiast of the Second Amendment, the amendment to the American Constitution that guarantees the right to bear arms, and as an advocate for better relations between the US and Russia. But Butina wasn't acting alone. She was working under the guidance of a high-ranking Russian government official, Alexander Torshin, a former senator and deputy governor of the Central Bank of Russia. Torshin, who was already under US sanctions for nefarious Russian activities, used Butina as his bridge to American power. The objective: to infiltrate political organizations, influence decision-makers, and create unofficial communication channels for Russian interests. Butina's operation wasn't classic espionage involving stealing secret documents. It was a more subtle but equally dangerous form of influence espionage. She wasn't collecting secrets, but rather cultivating relationships and building a network of contacts to eventually shape public opinion and political decisions in favor of Russia. She organized dinners, participated in events, and even tried to broker secret meetings between Russian officials and American politicians. Her facade was impeccable: a dedicated student, a passionate activist. She even dated an American political operative, seeking to deepen her connections. However, US intelligence agencies were already keeping an eye on her. The way she moved, her rapid ascent in high-level circles, and her connections to Torshin raised red flags. In July 2018, Butina's cover was blown. She was arrested and charged with acting as an unregistered foreign agent in the United States. The prosecution alleged that she was participating in a conspiracy to infiltrate American political groups on behalf of Russia. Initially, Butina pleaded not guilty, but in December of the same year, she changed her plea and confessed. She admitted to acting under the direction of a Russian official to establish channels of communication with Americans. In April 2019, she was sentenced to 18 months in prison, but was released in October of the same year and deported back to Russia. Maria Butina's story is a vivid reminder of how espionage has evolved in the modern era. It's no longer just secret agents with tiny cameras. Now the battle is fought in the field of influence, where social media and personal contacts become the new weapons. It's an invisible war where disinformation and manipulation can be as devastating as missiles. And do you think we're prepared for this new frontier of espionage?